Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Emma Cownley. I'm a freelance writer and today I'm going to share the secret of expanding your freelance capacity, diversifying your offering and growing your business for something you already have and probably aren't using to its full extent. So grab your pen, pal. Let's get into it. I've heard it said that no freelancer is an island, and I've also heard it said that sharing is caring. So based on that logic, today's video is going to be about building a freelance business network that you can call on when you want to pitch for bigger projects that require skills and expertise outside of your own, and also to help keep hold of clients that need a little bit more from you. So what I'm basically trying to say is today we are going to learn how to set up and establish relationships with other freelancers so that we can call on them in times of need and vice versa. And that means that you're getting more work without even trying, you're keeping hold of clients that you really love, and you're getting the opportunity to pitch for much bigger jobs in terms of workload and in terms of ambitiousness because you've got your friends standing behind you. So let's set the scene. You're a copywriter and you have been writing blog content for a particular client for quite some time. Things are going really well, you really like them, they really like you, you're kind of thinking you're going to make it official but you're nervous and you're not sure. Then one day they turn around and they say, we would like you to run our social networking sites and create social content for us. And suddenly you think, fuck, I don't really know how to do that, and yes, I could learn, but would my fuckery jeopardize my existing good relationship with this client? Do I even have the capacity to take this extra job on? And if I say no, will I lose them to someone who can do that? What the fuck am I going to do? Or let's say, for example, you see the most banging creative project up for tender. You want that fucking shit. You want to be able to pitch for it, but you're a freelancer on your own. You don't have a designer, you don't have a developer, you don't have a marketing team. You couldn't really bring the project to fruition on your own because you just don't have that diverse of skill set or that much time on your hands. What happens if you had a network of freelancers that you could pull together to go for those big, sexy, fantastic jobs because you've already got everything in place and you can do that? Imagine the kudos. So hopefully by now I've sold the concept to you and why it's really, really useful. And you're probably already starting to realise, oh fuck, I know a ton of freelance marketers actually, when I've been out and about networking or on LinkedIn, or people that I used to work with who have now gone freelance. Perfect. I know a ton of developers, I know a ton of designers. Yes you do, my friend, and we're going to help them get work and help you get better work by forming sexy partnerships. You're probably already thinking of the designers, developers and marketers that you would like to work with because their skill sets are so outside your own, but don't discount other freelance writers as well. Working with other freelance writers that you know will help you go for bigger content jobs because you can work as part of a team, and working as part of a team helps you break out of your own creative safe spaces because you're having to work with someone else and you're getting all sorts of fresh, new, sexy ideas. And also, they might be better at certain areas of writing that you're not so good at and vice versa. So together you form a much stronger offering. You can take on more work and keep your favourite clients. If it doesn't look like it's going to work out and you're approached by somebody and you think, oh, that's massively outside my remit, you can use your network of freelance writers to refer the work to someone else. So you're not giving that client a hard no, like, bitch please, as if I would ever take that job. You're saying, hey, this isn't really what I'm good at, but I know X, Y, and Z freelancer, they're amazing, shall I give you their details? Maybe you can reach out, and that way you're being helpful, being nice, you're giving your other freelance pals some extra work, and you are strengthening your network of freelancers by doing so. So it's all great stuff. So where are you going to find this incredible super team of network friends that you can call on when the time arises? Well, as we previously mentioned, you've probably got a shit ton of them already knocking around in your network. I refer mostly to people that you've worked with in the past at previous in-house positions maybe, or when you've been going around working at different companies and you've met different people there. It's much better to start those relationships with people you already know and have already worked with, not just because you have that existing bond and you've got a great working relationship already, but because you know the quality of their work, you know what their personality is like, therefore you're going to know if they're a good fit for specific jobs. So safety is in the known in this case. On that note, I would never let anybody drift away. Anyone that you've ever worked with, try and add them on LinkedIn or whatever, or keep in touch, and always just take an interest in what they're doing and try and stay plugged in with that, because if anybody is developing skills or getting involved with projects that you yourself would be amazing for, or you take on a new job that they would be amazing for based on that work, it's always handy to know. So just make some time to go on LinkedIn every day and just make sure that you're keeping in touch with what everybody's up to. So the second best place to find freelancers for your network is obviously networking. I've done a video up there on networking and my best tips for it. I hate it, but for this reason and many others, I do go out and make sure that I network with others. What I would suggest if you're going to take this approach is a couple of really handy tips. So first, you pay attention to the person's soft skills. When you're having a conversation, what's their body language like? Are they articulate? Do they sound like they have great ideas? Are they charismatic? Do you feel like you could work with them? Really try and get a feel for their personality and what type of person they are. I would also recommend that you listen to their specialities. If they're talking and they mention that they've got niche skills or they work within niche industries, always make a note of it and pay attention, because that's what's going to really help you later on if you're trying to refer work to them or get them on board for a project of yours. It's not going to look awesome if you reach out and say, oh, I've got this amazing fintech client that I want help with, and they're like, bitch, what? Like, I work in lifestyle. Did you even listen to a word I said? Make sure that you go away and you take a look at their portfolio online and you just make sure that you're happy with the quality of it and that you guys are a good match in terms of the industries that you work in and the way in which you work. Oh yeah, rubbish truck. Come on then. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, go on. Take your time. I myself have actually done this in the past. I have this one incredible designer that I work with a lot, and she also does CRM and marketing, and we have a developer friend who's a full stack developer. So whenever we want a really juicy, sexy job with a client and we just want to go in as an on-demand freelance creative team and just write, design, strategize, build and implement everything just as a unit, we can do that, because not every business has the money for a full marketing team, a full development team, a full creative team, or to pay for an agency. They just don't have the money sometimes, and that might be a good option for some businesses, but others not. So if they already know you and they're happy with you and your work, anybody that you vouch for is gonna come in on top of their consideration. So it's really nice if you can help other freelancers and also keep hold of that work by bringing them in and becoming your own team. And that way, that company has the freedom to flex your time up or down and bring you in for projects as and when they need. We don't so much do it anymore, but it used to be a really wicked way of working, and it makes such a nice change other than just being me by myself at my desk alone, you know? So that brings me to the end of this video. I hope you found it useful. If you've got any questions you'd like to ask, you can pop them in the comments box below, or you can find me on Twitter at EJCownley, and I'll be just hanging out there waiting to chat with you. Or find me on LinkedIn and add me to your business network. Until then, have a great couple of weeks, and I'll see you back here same time, same place in 2 weeks' time. Take care. Peace out.